All right, what's going on here? It's the Gator Mick here, bringing you a late night edition of It's Here Mick. Yeah, just got back from Williamsport just like a few minutes ago. Just got back from the League World Series. It was quite the day though, like some good games we had today in Sword. But yeah, that's why I'm 2 hours late today. That's why. You know, it was a good time though. It was a really good time. Before I get into the all that, we'll talk about the Yankees first of all. That's why more Yankee stuff because it was the League World Series. But yeah. Yankees over the weekend. Yes, I said. I mean, it's a big bragging rights weekend. I mean, yes, we won the series with the White Sox, but the Tiger series didn't go my way. So Uncle Mike and Nick got the best of me on that one. It's their Tigers, man. I don't know what the hell happened to the Yankees that series. They lost to Detroit. I mean, out of all teams, pretty embarrassing. Let's be honest, losing a series of them. We're just so inconsistent this year. It's just so frustrating about the Yankees this year. So inconsistent. It's just like, it's fucking crazy. So yeah, but then the Yankees lost in extra innings last night. Big collapse. It was tied at 3 at one point in the 11th or 12th inning. You fucking gave up 6 unanswered runs, lost 9-3 in 12 innings. But we won tonight though. Yankees won 8-1 tonight over the Guardians. So yep, the series even got a big rubber match tomorrow in the Bronx at 1:00 tomorrow on Yes Network. So yeah. But if you also get the Cleveland Network, it's also on Valley Sports Cleveland as well. So you can get on either network, or if you're in Western New York, So yeah, you can get both those networks. So let's see. So yeah, Yankees got that, and they got the Rockies over the weekend, which that should be a winnable series. But then again, we suck against bad teams, so who knows what could that series play off? Who knows? But now let's recap today from the League World Series. So there was 2 elimination games. There's 2 winners bracket games. So extra games mattered, like to get to the the semifinal Saturday and all that. So yeah, the first game I got there, we get the Volunteer Stadium. It was Chinese Taipei and Japan. I was like, this could be the best game of the day right there. Like the first game, what a way to start out having those 2 on it. I mean, Chinese Taipei did not waste any time getting the runs going, getting the offense going. They got a base hit, first batter up, gets a leadoff base hit. Or like it was insane. And then a bunt comes. I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, so they were going. They got a couple runs in the first inning, another one. Tokyo, Japan tried to rally, but Chinese Taipei came up with the win, so they will be in the international championship game on Saturday in Williamsport. So they got some time off. Well, Japan's got to play an elimination game tomorrow, so Japan really got to get it together tomorrow if they want to make it to Saturday, get a rematch with Chinese Taipei. That was game 1. Then we walked to Lemonade. It was Nevada and Texas. It was a U.S. matchup, so it was good there. It was tied at 2 when we walked there because, the thing is, the rain delay from the Japan-Chinese Taipei kind of fucked things up, so we kind of caught the rest of the good amount of, like, third inning on, like, the final inning. Yeah, Texas and Nevada. We caught that, yeah. It was tied at 2 at one point. Texas and Nevada was tied, and all of a sudden, Texas got 3 unanswered runs, I think, in 1 inning, and pretty much they're getting their bats going, too, so I think that's probably they're the favorites to win the U.S. championship and get to Sunday, I think. They're the favorites out of the United States bracket, I think. The way of South Texas. I mean, I've watched them play, but seeing them in person, this is why I think they could win the League World Series as well. I also think Taipei could do it too. I think Taipei is a favorite to win the international, but I still can't count out Japan. They still could get there. So yeah, and then obviously the last game we went to, we didn't stay for the night game because we want, we don't want to drive through this, super late, So Venezuela and Mexico was at Volunteer Stadium. I thought really it was a good game. Venezuela did not waste any time. They got their offense going right away. But before that, Mexico's fans, man, their parents were really getting into it. Like the beginning before the game even started, they were passionate. Even if they were down by a lot, that's how passionate they are about their baseball. Give them credit on that. But give credit to Venezuela. Their pitcher's got quite the arm. He can throw some heat. He really looked good. In Mexico, yeah, their starting pitchers start out a little rough, Yes, first inning got pulled out of the game, so that really messed up momentum. So yeah, Venezuela won 11-3 anyway, but still, it's like they look pretty good. The right fielder looked good too. Like made some great plays. Almost had that catch, but it hit the ground before that or something like that. Yeah, it was that close. Oh man, but so yeah, Venezuela got the win. So once we left, it was 8-3 at the time, but they pulled away really once. So yeah, it was getting long since then. He's like, you know what? If it was 1 or 2 outs, we would have stayed a little longer. But yeah. But the game I didn't see, but Florida. So yeah, so Venezuela will play Japan in a rematch from Monday's game. So that will happen. Elimination game. That's be huge tomorrow. And Florida just got over with about at least an hour ago. Florida beat Hawaii. So Hawaii's season is over. So Florida we'll play Nevada elimination game. And meanwhile, Texas in the U.S. championship game, Chinese Taipei's in there, so they got some time off while the other 4 teams will get a game elimination game tomorrow, and then Friday we'll have a day off, and then boom, semifinals Saturday, and then championship game will be Sunday to wrap up the Little League World Series. So yeah, it was quite the trip though. I really had a great time, honestly. Some of the games were really good to watch, honestly. Really, I think all of them had other good moments, honestly. Let's be honest there. I can't just say like we'll be biased on one game. No, all of them had the great moments, honestly. The ones that we went to. Seriously, I mean, yeah. But let's recap now last week's preseason picks, like from last week. Let's recap that. I mean, the Thursday game like 6 days ago was the Eagles-Patriots. That was the only game, and the Eagles won. I told you the Eagles were going to win, so I called that one. They're going to beat New England. Then let's move on to the Saturday, a shit ton of Saturday games. So I watched the replay of the Ravens game, like Ravens-Falcons. I said the Ravens were going to win. They're going to bounce back. There's no way they're going to lose 3 in a row in preseason. There's no way. So the Ravens did win. So and the thing is, Josh Johnson, the Ravens backup, went 11 for 11. I know it's preseason, but that's pretty good for a veteran. He's been in the league for a long time. That's really good for him. Good for him. Maybe eventually he'll get some time. If Lamar doesn't stay healthy, I think this is time to really possibly eventually get a starting job. But nah, Lamar Jackson's gonna be there for a while. But it'd be nice for him though if they're gonna get a starting job. I like Josh Johnson. Then I told you the Bears were gonna stay undefeated, which they did. They dominated the Cincinnati Bengals. So yeah, I watched that live. The NFL Bears game, it was live. The NFL Network. But then the Texans, Texans beat the Giants, which I knew I was going to get that one right too. So, I was on a hot streak. I really did better than last week. Instigator Mick got back to his Instigator Mick forms, doing well in football picks, even in preseason. So, yeah, Texans won this. I was 4-0 at that point. I watched the replay of that. Then, obviously the Lions. My boy, Hendon Hooker, man. He got the W. Hello?
A crazy week in football this week.
How about them Bills?
And Trubisky is at practice.
Yeah, I knew. At least we got another quarterback at least in our lineup now. Since that happened.
What's our new quarterback's name?
Anthony Brown.
Is he good?
He's all right. He's decent enough to be a backup, I'd say. I don't know. Trubisky did look suckish at times, but at the same time, he looked a lot better. But I don't know. I would definitely choose, like Anthony Brown right now. DiNucci looked all right too, even.
And that's what my Steelers brother told me.
What?
He told me we suck.
At least, hey, our defense. Hey, come on. Seriously, he has no room to talk. Come on. They had Russell Wilson and Justin Fields the entire game. The entire game.
Do you think we're going to beat the Panthers?
Yeah, doesn't matter what quarterback it is. Panthers are terrible in the regular season, and they really suck in preseason as well. No way in hell we're losing on Kids Day game.
And did you hear no starters?
Yeah, which I think it's the right move, honestly. I think it's the right move. Get Josh ready for the regular season. Have him rested, ready for the regular season.
Do you have faith in Joe Brady?
Yeah, I think so. It was preseason, even though at the end of the day, I'm happy we beat the Steelers, but still, it's like I know he'll be ready for the regular season.
Do you know why the Bills didn't score a touchdown?
Why?
Because they didn't want to show the Bills didn't want to show their deck of cards.
Yeah, they want to save their energy for the season. Yeah, that's true. And Tyler Bass really probably had one of his best games in a while, kicking wise.
I heard that he's sucking at practice.
He's sucking at practice, but he did show that he did pretty much won us the game Saturday. Not missing a field goal at all.
I don't mind him sucking at practice.
No, I don't mind as long as he wins us games. Like we're making some good kicks.
What would he be like if he missed wide to left in the conference round? What would he be like?
I would just be sick to my stomach if that happened. I'd be like, not again.
And this is Tyler Bass' job is on the line.
Absolutely not.
And thank Josh for his mustache.
Oh, come on. I got a better mustache than Tyler Sports, kinda.
And he and that is what they did telling him.
What?
That they did saying, and we're saving all the touchdowns for the Dolphins.
That is true. We are saving up for that. And we're also saving up for those Cardinals in the week 1.
How do you think Bills and Cardinals is going to do?
I'd say we at least win by 2 touchdowns. Maybe close. Maybe it could be closer than expected. Maybe, who knows?
And don't forget, there's no DJ Hopkins.
That's true. That's true. It won't be no Hail Mary. Hopefully not. Well, they still got that tight end McBride, but still they don't. Well, they do got Marvin Harrison Jr. That's the guy you got to watch out for in the receiving core. As a rookie, Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State.
And that's what Tyler Sports is saying about Coleman.
What?
He's saying that he sucks.
What is he talking about? I mean, thing is, we're trying to give him as catches as we can, but I mean, we're giving him limited reps in preseason. I mean, seriously. I mean, Tua played, and we didn't. I mean, seriously, we still went without our starter, but still, I mean, seriously, they had Tua, which is kind of risky with his concussion history.
And would you be surprised if he dumped 7 touchdowns on the Dolphins?
I would, but at the same time, kind of disciplining his children.
And then word on MVS?
I think he says he's be out for multiple weeks, is what I heard.
Is he going to make the team?
I think he definitely will, because they gave him a 1-year contract when he first came to Buffalo this year. But he'll be out for a while. He'll be out for at least multiple weeks. He'll probably be back at some point in the season. Not like late, but definitely like maybe close to mid. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how he feels, but I think he'll be back in time. Maybe.
And what about Matt Milano?
I'm hoping late season, but who knows how long it is. This guy can't catch a break with injuries.
How do you think about Joe Andriano?
Oh, he looked good. I like to see the local boy play in his hometown team.
Is he the guy from Western New York?
Yep, that's the guy.
That's what I like to call him.
What?
I call him Buffalo Joe.
That's actually a good one. I mean, I'm gonna use that if he stays on the roster. I gotta hope that their shirts come out with that. I would definitely get one if they made one.
My mommy won't let me call the Patriots my mommy won't let me call the Patriots Patards.
Oh man, but I mean, you could call them assholes.
And how do you think about Drake May?
He's okay. He's gonna be one of those average Mac Jones kind of quarterbacks. He's gonna be average.
And trying to think of who else is a new QB. What about Caleb Williams?
He has really been impressing me. He started with the Bills game and he really looked good in the Bengals game this past Saturday when he scored that rushing TD.
Do you wish that we got him?
No, I mean he's really good, but he's good enough to be on an average team. I think. I'm just fine with Josh Allen. I would love to have him, but we already got our quarterback.
And I know the Lions. I know the Detroit Lions might hate me for this, but are you ready?
Yeah.
I think either the Packers or the Bears is going to win the division.
Ooh, I mean, Bears look pretty good. I mean, Packers, I definitely will agree with that one. The Packers is definitely contender. Bears, I could see that possibly too, but the Packers one, I really like that take for sure. I really like that take because Packers are definitely be battling Lions the whole way for that division.
Do you like Tom Grassi?
Yeah, he's pretty good with his coverage in the NFL and all that on YouTube.
And guess what he has for the AFC East?
Who's he got?
He has the first place, the Jets.
Oh, not surprised. He's an Aaron Rodgers fanboy, probably. I mean, Packers and all that.
In second place, he has the Dolphins.
So he's doubting us, of course. I'm fine with that. I need some those cheesehead losers to start motivating us.
And he has the third place.
I mean, seriously, He has no, I mean, I get he's making his predictions and all that, but God, the Packers only scored a safety this past Sunday.
And what's your tell my Packers fan and about Aaron Rodgers?
Tell him he's washed up. It's kind of smart you guys got Jordan Love now. It's kind of smart you drafted him.
When do you think when should the Bills think about their next QB?
I mean, I'm hoping it's a Virginia Tech guy. That's what I want to be for my college team. Kyron Drones would be a good backup for Josh Allen until Josh Allen retires. I feel like Kyron Drones could be possibly from Virginia Tech.
Do you think we'll be back to the playoff droughts when Josh retires?
I still think we maybe could have. I hope the Bills will find a good quarterback. The thing is, we usually struggle when we lose a really good quarterback. I mean, we did well in the '90s still without Jim Kelly. We had Doug Flutie. I mean, he looked good.
And do you have paper where you can write this down?
Oh, I gotta remember this.
Buffalo Bills this year will go 13-3. I'm at 13-4.
I'll pencil that down for sure now.
And what would he be like? What would he be like if I get that right?
I'd be like, you're right on, man. I mean, Instagear Mick got your approval on that. Instagear Mick will probably give you a good shout out for that.
And you know who's going to score the first touchdown for the Bills in the regular season?
Who's going to be?
It's going to be Kincaid.
Yeah, I think that's a solid prediction right there. Kincaid for sure. He used to be him and Shakir be our lead receivers, leading receptions leader. One of those two are going to get it this year.
Are you excited for the Ravens and the Chiefs?
Oh, that's going to be a fun matchup. I hope the Ravens beat them this time.
Would you be like if it's 42-17 Ravens?
Oh, I love it. I'm like Taylor Swift's a jinx now. Hopefully, I mean, I'm telling you, I think this is gonna be the year that the Chiefs lose the Super Bowl or get eliminated in the playoffs, and Taylor Swift breaks up with Travis Kelce. I think she's gonna ruin his football career.
You think the Chiefs are gonna miss the playoffs?
I think they'll get eliminated by the Bills, and then that's the end of the Kelce Swift relationship once the Bills eliminate them in the playoffs.
Where do you see the Bills? Where do you see the Bills? How far do you see them going to this year, realistically?
At least getting past the divisional round. That's all. I mean, I would love to go to the Super Bowl, but I want to get past the divisional round. That's something we haven't done since the 2020 season.
And do you like our wide receiver core?
I absolutely do. I mean, I'm very happy with our receiving.
Worried about Dave Davis?
Not really, nothing really, but I know he's gonna suck against the Bills when I go to the stadium.
I heard that he's been dropping balls.
Good. It shows that he's nothing without Allen, honestly.
And did you hear about Diggs during the Texans game?
Oh yeah, that's right. He got his catch. That's right.
And you saw what he did?
What?
He was rubbing it in after that catch.
Oh, I know. That's how he is. Well, thanks for your time. Spears Bills talk.
Thank you, go Bills.
Go Bills. Win the Saturday.
Let's win a Super Bowl, baby.
Let's absolutely do it.
And talk to you later.
Well, let's back to my recap the preseason. So let's recap. I'm picking up right off of the Lions Chiefs. My boy, probably one of my favorite quarterbacks in Virginia Tech history, one of my favorite players in Virginia Tech history, along with Tremaine Edmonds, Hendon Hooker. I mean, he scores a rushing TD in Kansas City against the Super Bowl champs. Not only that, he leads a game-winning drive and the Lions kick a game-winning field goal. So good for Hendon Hooker. That's probably the player of the week for me. Hendon Hooker from the Lions, former Hokie. How about him beating the Super Bowl champs? Lions once again going to Arrowhead and win. So I told you that was going to happen. So I was 5-0 at that point in the picks. Oh, yeah. I was 5-0 at that point. So now, you see what else happened. The Browns, I had them beating the Vikings, but that failed. So that was my first loss in the predictions. But let's talk about now the Bills-Steelers. While we're getting at that, I was watching my buddy Max Evans, watching with him. He's a Steelers fan. So that's what I was doing. I was watching with him. I had one beer each quarter. That's what I was doing. So I was having a good time and all that. It was kind of a low scoring game. It was sloppy, Thing is, Steelers had Fields and Wilson the entire game. Bills benched Allen. They had all their roster starters out there, but they benched Allen, which I think is a smart idea because the rain conditions were just, yeah. So that happened. But Tyler Bass kicking us a bunch of field goals. Got us the win. And plus, that's the thing. I told you the Bills were going to beat the Steelers. Was I right? You damn right. 100% right. I told you, Max. I told you what was going to happen. I told you the Bills would win. I know it's preseason, but so what? Let me have this moment. Seriously. Not only did I watch them beat them in the preseason, I've also seen them beat them in the regular season back in 2019. I was watching Max as well. And I also went to the playoff game with him this past January, and the Bills beat him as well. So, thing is, Max probably got to think as a Steelers fan, like, shit, I should not be around Instigator Mick when the Bills play the Steelers. He should. It's like, oh shit, he is just bad juju for my Steelers. That's what probably Max is thinking right now. Instigator Mick is just, oh yeah, had Matt Garvinator's number. So yeah, the Buffalo Bills won 9-3. The field goal test I know is boring, but hey, we beat Russell Wilson and Justin Fields with our third string defense. Seriously. We had our first stringers at the beginning, but still, come on, we had our third stringers against Justin Fields, and we still beat him. Justin Fields, he's still great, but good God, he sucks as a Steeler right now. So does Russell Wilson. Who do you think should be their quarterback? If Max Garvin's on, or if any Steeler fan sees this video, put that in the comment. Who should be your quarterback, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson? I want to know who should be the starting quarterback in week 1 for the Steelers. All right, move on from that. That's one of the Commanders-Dolphins game. I had the Commanders beating the Dolphins, but that didn't work out, so I lost that one. So, yeah, the Dolphins came up there. I got to learn not to pick against Dolphins, but I hate Miami with a passion. And the Colts-Cardinals, I knew the Colts were going to bounce back. Winning at home this time, beating the Cardinals. So I got that one right, too. Tennessee Titans and the Seahawks. I'm 2-0 picking against, I'm 2-0 picking the Titans, but hey, finally picked against, I usually do well picking against the Seahawks good amount of time in the regular season last year, but yeah, Tennessee got the win. Mason Rudolph, I told you Mason Rudolph was going to beat the Seahawks once again, even though it was preseason, but still, I told you Mason Rudolph was going to get the job done against Seattle just like he did back on New Year's Eve. So yeah, just like the Steelers-Seahawks game, Mason Rudolph beats the Seahawks once again, but with a different team he played for now. And then the Jets and the Panthers, that was kind of an easy pick. The Panthers do suck, so the Jets won. I won that one as well. I knew the Jets were going to win that one. See, the Jets looked pretty great. All right. And that's what the Bills will play next. And the Rams won the Battle of LA, beating the Chargers. So I had a feeling I was going to do that. I don't trust the Chargers anymore in preseason. They can't trust them in regular season. Seriously, they suck no matter what. They're overrated anyway. Anything. And the Battle of the Sunshine State, the Jacksonville versus Tampa Bay. I told you, I'm 2-0 picking the Jaguars this year. So yeah, in the preseason, you never win that one. But then the late night Saturday game, to finish the Saturday picks, I had the Raiders winning, but they lost to Dallas. That was my loss. But hey, let's talk about another one that I was happy about too. The Packers got their asses kicked by the Denver Broncos. Yes, they had Bo Nix as a starter, like for the Broncos. Now he's officially in the starter after the great performance he had there. So that happened. They also had Jared Stidham in for a touchdown. Even Zach Wilson got a touchdown. You lost to Zach Wilson. I know I shouldn't say it because the Bills lost in the regular season, but still. All you scored was a damn safety, cheeseheads. Seriously, that's all you scored. I told you the Broncos were going to win. And congratulations to Bo Nix for winning a starting job after kicking Green Bay's ass. Good for him. But the last pick was the Saints, and 49ers had the Saints winning, so I lost that one. So I finished 12-4 in preseason week 2. So I did pretty good. The preseason pick. So I did pretty well. Getting back in the win column after last week's struggles in week 1. But before I make my last week of preseason picks, my week 3 picks, let's talk about a little college football. There'll be one college football game in mind. There's some other ones, but the one I'm focused on this week is an ACC matchup in Ireland. So yeah, college football will be kind of back this week, so there'll be one matchup. I'll make one pick for this one. Florida State and Georgia Tech. This is in Ireland, noon on ESPN. Florida State number 10. Georgia Tech trying to do I put this on upset alert? No. Florida State will win, and they will win big against Georgia Tech. So we're going to go into Ireland and win. So College Game Day will be there. So make sure to watch that 9 in the morning on ESPN Saturday morning. So the crew will be there. I don't know what Lee Corse is going to do. He's going to have some fun there. I can tell you that right now. But now, let's finish the show off right. by making our final preseason picks before the real season starts. So I'll make so next week it's all about college football next week. Basically, all right. Let's start with the Thursday night games tomorrow. Colts and the Bengals. Colts are the favorites, so I'm going to take the Colts again because, Bengals are resting all their guys anyway. So I like the Colts in this one. And to wrap up the Thursday games, 8:20, and of course that Bengals-Colts game will be on Amazon Prime Video. So yeah, you can catch them there if you got Amazon. And then obviously the last Thursday night game pick here will be the Bears and the Chiefs. It's in Kansas City. It's a toss-up pick, but I will take the Bears. Bears have had a dominant preseason. I know it doesn't mean that much, but Bears look pretty good. Caleb Williams has impressed me. Whether he starts or not, he's probably not going to, maybe not, because last week a bit, but I'll take the Bears. They've been such a good preseason team over the Chiefs. So I've been doing well picking against the Chiefs in the preseason. But let's move on to the Friday games. There's 3 in that schedule. Of course, that Bears Chiefs going to be on NFL Network. So yeah, the Friday games, doubleheader on NFL Network. There's one non-televised one, so I'll catch a replay on that. But yeah, Jaguars, Falcons, this is 7 o'clock live on the NFL Network. So I'm going to take Jacksonville again. I've done well picking the Jaguars, and I'm going to continue that trend. Now, give me Jacksonville winning on the road. The next 7:31, this will replay I'll catch over the weekend. Dolphins and Buccaneers. This is another Sunshine State showdown here. The Buccaneers will play the Dolphins this time. This one is tough because I've not done well picking against the Dolphins in this preseason, but I'm going to stick with the same trend. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers this time. Hopefully the third time's the charm to see the Dolphins lose. Hopefully in Raymond James Stadium. So give me the Bucs in this one. But the last Friday game will be a 10 o'clock one in Vegas. It is the 49ers and the Raiders. I would take the Raiders again, but no. I don't trust them. I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. They will get the job done. Joshua Dobbs is going to get the win here in Vegas. Raiders, they got some quarterback issues. They got to fix that up before the regular season starts. So, yeah, give me them. So that'll wrap up the Friday games. I'll be live on NFL Network. The Raiders one will be. More on the Saturday games. Let's start with my Buffalo Bills. Take on the Carolina Panthers. Panthers are the favorites. What? Well, it's preseason, but still. Do not, as much as you, yes, I bet on preseason, which I'm a degenerate for. Yeah, I know everything is crazy for that, but yeah. If I were you guys, take the under in the Panthers games. Those two are low scoring. This is going to be a low scoring game. Take the under. And also, do not pick the Panthers. Not just saying I'm a Bills fan, but just seriously. Because I've done well picking against the Panthers in the other 2 games. So I'm going to take the Bills. Where we see DiNucci. We'll probably see maybe one. And we're also going to see Anthony Brown. So give me the Bills to win in Kids Day. Next, the NFL Network game, 1 o'clock, will be the Steelers and the Lions. This one's a tough one. Kind of like Hendon Hooker. He's a former Hokie. Steelers are my B team. I was talking just shit about them. But yeah. So I flipped a coin this one and landed on the Steelers. So I'll take the Steelers in this one. And they're the big favorites in Detroit. And it doesn't matter that much for the Lions because they got a huge season ahead of them to focus on. So give me the Steelers in that one. Another 1 o'clock game. The Packers versus the Ravens. This is kind of special because, I watched this kid for Pioneer. He plays for the Ravens now. I watched him my senior year of high school. I talked about Mike Riverman a little bit. Yeah. He'll play in Lambeau. So I'm going with Team Riverman. Fuck the Packers. Give me the Ravens. Ravens are going to get the win in Lambeau. Guarantee it. So yeah, give me the Ravens. And the last, of course, there's a few more 1 o'clock games you got to pick. Rams and the Texans. I am going to take the Texans again because it worked out for me last week and it's going to work out for me again, hopefully. So give me the Texans this one. And the Eagles and the Vikings. This is the Eagles' only home game before they go to Brazil. They're both 2-0. I will take the Eagles. At home. I can't pick against in Philadelphia, so even in preseason. So give me the Eagles. Next, an NFL Network game at 4 o'clock. It's in Jerry World. It's the Chargers and the Cowboys. Don't trust the Chargers. I'll take the Cowboys. Last time I picked the Cowboys against the LA team as the Rams. They lost in the preseason. But I'll take the Cowboys. Chargers suck in preseason. So give me the Cowboys. Next, a 7:30 game on NFL Network is the Battle of the Empire State. Well, technically New Jersey, but still, they're Empire State. It's in New York market and all that. So yeah, Jets and Giants. I'm going to take the Giants. Jets. Suck. Give me the Giants. Fuck the Jets. And the last of the Saturday games, the 10 o'clock late game on NFL Network is the Cleveland Browns at the Seattle Seahawks. I know I've sucked picking the Browns. I'm going to try it again because I hate the Seahawks. So give me the Browns to win in Seattle. But to wrap up our final 3 picks, of this year's preseason. Titans and the Saints. This will be the last NFL Network live game. It is the Tennessee Titans at the New Orleans Saints. This is the New Orleans, but I'm going to take the Titans. They've had a solid preseason, so I'll take them again. And Derek Carl probably gets some limited snaps in that one, so give me the Titans. Next, CBS will get an exclusive one. 4:30 in Denver will be Cardinals at the Broncos. So yeah, Cardinals, this is the last dress rehearsal before they play us in the regular season. Meanwhile, the Broncos, now they find out who their quarterback is. So are they going to rest Bo Nix and maybe just have Jared Stidham and Zach Wilson play out the rest of the game? Maybe they'll give Bo Nix a limited snap. I don't know. But yeah, Nix is your starter, so I'll take the Broncos in this one. Honestly, the Broncos have had a solid preseason team as well. Last but certainly not least, the Sunday night game on 8 o'clock on NBC is the Patriots and the Commanders, the Toilet Bowl. Two, the second and third overall picks go at it. Jaden Daniels versus Drake May. So give me Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. I know I've struggled picking the Commanders, but I promise the third time of the charm, the Commanders will win one in the preseason. They'll beat the Patriots. So yeah, give me the Commanders. Thank you all for watching the late night edition of this. We will see you next week back on our normal time at 8:30. So hope you enjoy your preseason weekend, and also hope you enjoy the League World Series and enjoy the college football game between Florida State and Georgia Tech. See y'all next week.